So the first thing when it comes to us is recognize which brain you're in. And then the way that I put it to coaches is invite the other two to have a seat at the table. So, okay, I know how I feel about this. Okay, heart superpower, can you just rest for a minute? Let's ask clarity and connection and courage. Ask clarity and courage what they think. Now be quiet. Be quiet, connection. Listen to the other two and let's hear them. So it starts with us being able to practice that. And again, like I said, I love this because you already have it all. You know, it's not something you have to go out and use. It's just being aware, practice being aware. And then use that knowledge and wisdom. When we coach other people, here's how it works. Here's how I do it. You can do it however you want, but this is how I do it. First, meet them where they are in the brain they're in. Pause. Invite the other two brains to show up. And then recognize the results. Does that make sense? So let me give you an example. An emotion is a good one because that's the one that's the hardest for people. The thing that people need most when they're emotional is validation of the feeling. If you take nothing else away from this session, the thing people need most when they're having a strong emotion is validation of that emotion. And it's best if you can name that emotion. Do you ever say, I understand, but? How does that work for empathy? Why are you laughing? Why does I understand, but not work? Pardon me? Because number one, you don't understand. Chances are you don't, and even if you do, they don't care. Right? And number two, you're changing the focus to you, not them. So you're not showing empathy where they are. You're not meeting them where they are. Does that make sense? So for example, this guy's been late 4 times out of the last 5 days, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. God, isn't that frustrating when that happens? Somebody just doesn't show up. Meet them where they are. Would you like to talk about why that is and what we might be able to do about it, some different strategies, and then decide what action we want to take? Great. We've talked about it. We think we have a plan of action. We're going to do this. How do you feel about it before they walk out? Good? Yeah. Off you go. I coached a lady that was in compliance. Oh, man. All head and all core, man. Everything was logic and getting things done. And everything stopped when I said, so how are you doing with this? How do you feel when you're telling people this? And so she had to learn and how do they feel when you do it? And how can you help you and them get it together? Pull all three in. So it's a really simple but very powerful way to look at emotional intelligence by using all 3 of our brains.